Hello everybody, and welcome to a setup kind of reveal thing, whatever I'm doing, I don't know. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna show you, because I've had a few upgrades to my setup over Christmas, like things have changed, so I will, like the last time I recorded a video I didn't have some of this stuff, like I've got a new camera, I've got a new microphone, new mouse, new keyboard, mouse mat, stuff like that. I think the only thing that hasn't changed is like my monitor and my actual hardware in the computer, so I just thought I'd show it off anyway because I haven't actually shown anybody my setup yet on the actual channel. I mean, obviously family and stuff have seen it, but I just haven't shown it on the actual channel. So I just thought it'd be a good video to do before I get back into making individual videos. The group videos with James, it was more like beer pong and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Which is going to be coming soon for a 600 subscriber special. Yeah, I'll show you my setup. Okay, everybody, this is basically what kind of setup I've got going. I've got a really fucking cool tower. I thought it was really cool. If you just zoom in on this here, this is like, I can't even actually remember the make of it, but it just looks really cool. They're just my headphones that are on the bed there. But yeah, this keyboard it lights up and shit like that, and so does the mouse, but you can't really, if I just shut the curtains, you can't really see the full benefit of it right now. So I'll just shut the curtains and make it dark. There we go, now you can see the full benefits of the lights up. And it just, it lights up blue, purple and red, and the mouse also does the same, blue, purple, red. It goes purple twice and I have no idea why. This microphone I've recently bought is a Blue Yeti, a red Blue Yeti, if that makes any sense. If I can just, maybe I should probably open the curtains again actually, that might be a good idea. So you can see that there, it's a Blue Yeti, it's got volume, it's got the volume for the headphones here. This is a mute button, so if I press this, it flashes, that means I'm muted. If I press it again, that means I'm not muted. It's a really freaking good microphone, and if I go around to the back here, you can see that there's these two dials here. This one is, there's loads of different settings. The setting I've got it on right now, which is the second, not this one, the next one is the setting I've got it on right now. That is, this microphone is like, basically, if I just go up to this bit, basically this microphone's like a 360 kind of thing. So the sound will be coming in there, and it'll be coming in there on the setting that I've got it in right now. But also the different settings can make it so that it just comes out here, or it just comes out the back, or it comes around 360, or it just comes out the top, you know what I mean? So it's quite a decent microphone. It's really, really good for starting off. It's like, and the gain as well, it's got gain. You can put it right up if you don't want the, if you want more sensitivity on your mic, and back down if you don't want it. That's not as far as it can go actually, it just goes further, but I always have it in the middle because it just seems a good place there to have it. It doesn't really need to be very high or very low. At the minute, for me, it's just fine. This is going to be the microphone that you'll be hearing when I'm recording my new individual Let's Plays, so I think all the videos from now on, besides the group videos that I do with James, will be recorded using this microphone, and you'll see the benefit. In the past videos, I was using a really crappy microphone, but I've just replaced it with this at Christmas time, and it's really good. Like, I'm loving it. Oh, by the way, guys, this stand, the stand that's with the Blue Yeti at the minute, this is just a normal stand. It's not like, it didn't come with the Blue Yeti. I bought the Blue Yeti Singular with, if I can just get this here, if I can just find it. I bought it with this stand. This is the stand it came with, and it's meant to fit into the Blue Yeti, you know, like this, and the Blue Yeti sits on top of it like that. But I took this off because I already had one of them. This thing is actually, it wasn't actually needed. My old microphone's in there as well. This is actually a Neewer. Is that how you say it? Where's the actual, you can't really see because of that thing if I move it up. Neewer, that way, yeah. So it's Neewer or something like that. I'll see if I can find it, but if not, you'll just really need a normal stand that clips onto your desk like that, and screws into the if we look at the underside of this here, this is the actual stand, and it screws in. Like, if you can see it, it moves there, but that screws off the Yeti, and basically can fit any other microphone on that can screw on or has a screw hole in the bottom. So I just wanted to show you that in case you were looking at the camera, looking at the Yeti and going, hang on, there's a stand there that he hasn't even mentioned. Do you get it with the stand? Do you get it without? So sorry about that, guys, but I was just going to say, like, you can probably get any stand basically that will work with the Yeti if you're getting the Yeti, or any other microphone that has a screw hole in the bottom. Just look in the product description and I'm sure it'll say what the features of it are and what it's got, if you know what I mean. So yeah. I will do some sound testing and stuff afterwards, and camera testing, which does actually bring us on to the camera. So if we have a look here right now, me computer is on at the minute, but my monitor, I've just turned it off for this demonstration rather. That's why the computer's actually lighting up, but I've just turned the monitor off for this video. This is my camera that I've got. I don't know if you can actually see it. If I can turn it around to the light, you might be able to see it better. It's a Logitech HD. It records in HD 1080p, and this is the stand that I actually bought from Amazon. It's just a random stand, and underneath there it screws in. If you can just see there in that little bit, if I can find my finger on the camera, there it is. It screws in. And I've basically just found that out before, so this is going to be my new camera angle from now on. I'm going to have it flying to this point, so the camera angle will be more side on. So it'll be more like, you know, over here type of thing. It'll be kind of side on instead of straight on from the computer, if you know what I mean. The mouse mat, obviously the mouse mat came with these two things. I think it was this and the mouse and this all came in like one package for about 20 quid, 25 quid, something like that, which is not bad at all when you're starting off. My monitor is just a Samsung. It's just a Samsung monitor. It's the first monitor that I actually got with the computer. I haven't changed it ever since, and it's quite. I mean, if I just turn it on, it's just me. It's me desk. It's touch screen, by the way. This monitor. It's all touch screen. It's actually got a game mode. If I can just press that and then press it again. There we go. It's just actually so game mode on. If you just saw a little color shift there. But everything looks a lot better now, and it's just basically, I can't actually remember what inch the monitor is, and that's really bad because I should know what the inch of my monitor is. I can't actually remember, but I will actually find out and try and put it in the description for you guys. So now we just need to move on to the actual desktop. So guys, I've just took the side off me, off the side panel off my computer rather, and if you can see there, well, obviously that's my hard drive. This is the graphics card that I use. It's a what is it? A GTX 960 or 80, I'm not really too sure. I can't actually remember what it is. I've just had a look to see if it said it on the actual bottom of the graphics card. Well, this is the bottom here, but under the side is the top. So basically, it was quite expensive. I'm not quite too sure how expensive. All the links for all this stuff will be in the description as well. It's got more spaces for different hard drives if you want different hard drives, or CD drives if you want to put different types of drives in. It's got extra slots for them. This case I'll probably put in the description as well if you guys want to start off with this case. This power pack is required for the actual powering of all this stuff, because this requires more power than the actual old computer that I got came with. The graphics card, sorry, that the old computer came with. So to replace the graphics card, which means I needed to replace the power as well to give it more power, this is just a 600 watt Corsair power pack, and you can see there I've only got this is the actual motherboard, the fan and all that stuff. That is actually only, I think that's 8 GB of RAM, one stick of 8 gig. I'm eventually trying to get another stick of 8 gig to put in there, and the processor, which obviously you can't see because it's under the heatsink. Underneath all of that shizzle there is just a regular, well, not a regular, but it's a kind of a mid to high range i5 processor. So basically, I'm just saying this is all you probably need. You probably don't even need this high power of a machine to start out on YouTube, to be honest. So now everybody, I am now showing you what it looks like through the Logitech HD 1080p camera that I was talking about before, that I've shown in the video. And I wanted you to show like it's easy movements and stuff like that. There's no phase. If I put my hand close, it focuses on my hand, if you can see that there. And then if I move it out the way, it focuses back on me. So it's got focusability, it's got autofocus, if you know what I mean. And I will now be turning on the audio for the Blue Yeti so you can hear what the Blue Yeti sounds like. So you are now listening to the Blue Yeti microphone. I mean, how much better does that sound, if you know what I mean? You were originally listening to the inbuilt microphone in the Logitech camera, but that is what you'll have to deal with if you can only afford a camera with a microphone. If you can afford a camera and a microphone, this is what basically happens. The only bad thing about this is, if I mess with the, or hit the thing, if you know what I mean, if I mess with the microphone's base, or if I mess with the stand that it's on, you can hear the noises pretty, like if I accidentally knock it while I'm in game or something like that, if you know what I mean, it disturbs the noise a little bit, but it's not that bad. And obviously this might blow people's ears off, but if I just Actually, yeah, it's probably a good idea. If I move to the side, I don't know if it actually sounds any worse, if you know what I mean. And if I go to the front here, it just sounds different. I can't actually remember how it works, but I think this should only be front and back. So if I go to the side, I don't know if it sounds actually any different. I might be talking bollocks. I might have run the wrong setting. But basically, yeah, I want to, if you put the gain up, I think if I put the gain up, that's going up, 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 up. It might be a bit too loud, so I'm trying to stay away from the microphone. I don't know. Ooh, I'm sorry, headphone users. And if I turn the gain right down, what's happening? Or is this up? Hang on. No. I'm sorry. I think I've worked the other way around. That's high. And this is low. Yeah, I think this is low and the other one's high. But you'll get it. You'll get it anyway. And I'm so sorry if I've blew people's ears off. Let me just put that back to normal there. Okay. So I'm so sorry if I've blew people's ears off there, but I just wanted you to see what the lowest gain was and what the highest gain sounded like, so you can get an idea for both. But yeah, you've now seen the camera in the works. You've now heard what it sounds like from the Yeti microphone. You were previously listening to how it sounded from the camera to me. So I mean, the sound has to travel a long way, as well as the camera. The microphone, sorry, is not that great quality in the camera, because it's behind like plastic and stuff like that. This is just like so much better. So this just makes it sound so much more professional than it would do if it was coming from that. The one thing I was thinking in previous videos was that I was watching them back and I was thinking the sound quality just looks... No, sound quality can't look anything, but the sound quality was sounding quite terrible. Like it was okay, it was manageable, but it wasn't as amazing as I thought it could be, if you know what I mean. So I was like, right, I have to buy a microphone, because originally I was using the microphone from a camera like the one I've got right now, but it was the previous camera that I had. I was using the microphone for that, and I was like, I'm sorry, I've got to get a microphone. I can't have this like quality anymore. So basically, guys, I hope this has helped, and now let's get on with the rest of the video. Yeah, basically, guys, that is about it. And other than the desk and stuff like that, I think everything here must have cost me about over the years that I've accumulated all this stuff. It must have cost about $1,000, or just under. I'm not too sure. It might have even cost a little bit over, but that's not like, I'm not saying you need to go out and to start YouTube you need to spend a full whack of $1,000 just to start out on YouTube. This is like, I started out with nothing, and I've just accumulated stuff over time. I didn't start out with the power pack or the graphics card or the microphone or the camera or the monitor or the keyboard, anything. I started out with this, like, it was a decent processor in the HP computer that I started out with. I replaced the case, I moved the whole computer, motherboard and all out into the new case with the processor obviously, and the new graphics card went into that with a new power pack. That was a massive upgrade to the channel and I was so happy about that. And then I waited for about a few months, got another camera like this camera that I've got now, and then over Christmas my dad's bought me the Blue Yeti microphone, which is really fucking good. It sounds amazing. So yeah, basically, and the computer, the keyboard as well. I already had a keyboard. I've been using the HP keyboard up until about last month, I'll say last month. So the whole time of using the channel I was using the original keyboard and mouse. So you don't need to go all out to start YouTube. I'm just saying these are the things that I have right now after 1 year and a bit, maybe like almost 1.5 years on YouTube. This is like what I've accumulated, and this isn't even what you need just to start off. What you need to start off is just don't try and spend, I'm not saying you have to go out and spend $1,000 just to start up. You don't need to, because I started out with about £600 worth of equipment maybe. But I was playing like pretty poor games that only the graphics card, the inbuilt graphics card could handle. Well, not inbuilt because you could remove it, but you know what I mean. The graphics card that came with it was just a regular GT something, I think it was. It wasn't the high end, it really wasn't. It was more like, I don't think it was even mid-range, but I was just basically playing like old PS1 games and stuff on emulators. There's no excuse if you have a little bit of money, there's just no excuse for not being able to start out. There is games out there and ways that you can play games and put them on YouTube, and edit them. Editing is going to be the hardest thing that you can do. To be honest, I was using Windows Movie Maker, I'm pretty sure, for the first few months of me channel. I was using Windows Movie Maker until I could acquire like a decent software. So basically that's going to be the biggest core, and that's what you need the processor for. You don't really need the graphics, because there's games out there that you can play that aren't that graphically demanding. But if you want to get a decent software to edit your videos, you need the high processor, because the processor just, obviously it does everything. It does everything the computer needs it to do. So if you've got an i3 processor, it's not really going to be able to render video like in Sony Vegas, for example, or something like that. So what I've got is an i5, and it puts out a 20, say I've edited a 20-minute video, it puts it out at about 1.5 hours, and it'll be rendered. Set it to render, it'll render within 1.5 hours for about a 20-minute video. Anything longer than that, it'll just keep going up. So it takes more than half the time, like, you know what I mean? It takes like more than double the time of the video to render it, if you know what I mean, because I've only got an i5. If I had an i7, it'd probably take just double the time, or just under double the time to render it. So maybe about 40 minutes to render a 20-minute video, or maybe 15 minutes to render a 20-minute. I don't know how it works because I haven't got one yet, but that's just a guess. I mean, don't quote me on that, I'm just guessing. So basically that is it. That is all I've got to say. All of this will be in the description. Oh, and the headphones as well. These are like Turtle Beach something or others. Turtle Beach somethings. They've just Ear Force Recon, I think it says on the ear side there. But anyway, all of these will be in the description. These are like they're really good for noise cancelling and stuff like that. So if you want to see these as well, these will be in the description. Everything I've stated in this video, I'll try and find it. It's a while since I've bought it, but I'll just go back through my Amazon list, and I will try and find the links and put them in the description. If the links ever died or anything like that, comment below, and I will try and find a new link, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes the links, like, things get taken off Amazon, if you know what I mean. And that's either because it might have moved or something like that, or they might have taken it down for a bit, or, I don't know, maybe the product doesn't get sold anymore or something like that. I probably talked a load of bollocks in this video, so don't really quote me on it. But basically, I just wanted to show you what I've got, and that it is possible to accumulate this stuff over time. YouTubers don't just go, bang, there we go, I've got like a $3,000 setup, like right there. It's just about accumulating the things over time. Like, I didn't start with this. I've got this over 1.5 years almost on YouTube. By the way, everybody, apologies for any information about the camera or the Blue Yeti microphone or the graphics card that I've missed. Anything that I've missed, I'm sure that it'll be provided if you look in the description below and follow the links. I'm pretty sure that on the actual Amazon page or whatever page, a link, it will be in the product description, the exact features. There'll be other YouTube videos on proper reviews of these things. If you want me to properly review it, I'll properly review it, but it's just a basic overview of my setup at the minute. So I'm sorry if I've missed any information off. I just wanted to show you what I have and how I use it and what I know about it at the minute. Basically, I hope this helped, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.